Recognize the gentleman from 2nd District Province of Pangasinan, the Honorable Mark O. Coangco, to avail the privileged hour.
To the gentleman of the 2nd District of Pangasinan, Representative Mark O. Coangco. You have the floor, sir. Please proceed.
Commending the courage and tactical brilliance of the commander and crew of BRP Suluan. Mr. Speaker, may I ask the technical department to play the video that I have prepared. Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleagues, and to our fellow Filipinos, I rise today on a matter of privilege to speak about the unwavering courage and exceptional skill of our countrymen who serve on the front lines, particularly in the Philippine Coast Guard. While the headlines from the West Philippine Sea are often grim, marked by tension and intimidation by China, a recent report has provided a much-needed breath of fresh air and a moment of intense national pride. This is the story of a Philippine Coast Guard commander and their crew who, during a mission to escort boats delivering aid to Filipino fishermen near Scarborough Shoal, Bajo de Masinloc, faced a dangerous and escalating situation. Their vessel, the BRP Suluan, was aggressively pursued by not one but two foreign ships, a China Coast Guard vessel and a China People's Liberation Army Navy vessel. It was a clear and palpable threat to our sovereignty and to the lives of our courageous servicemen. What unfolded next, Mr. Speaker, was a triumph of seamanship, demonstrating extraordinary coordination and presence of mind. The Philippine Coast Guard commander and crew of the BRP Suluan navigated their vessel with such tactical precision that they not only evaded the pursuing ship, but probably caused the larger China Coast Guard vessel to collide with the nearby PLA Navy warship, turning an act of intimidation into a moment of tactical brilliance. This is not just a tale of successful evasion. It is a testament to the unparalleled skill, professionalism, and quick thinking of our men and women in uniform. It is a powerful reminder that our forces, despite facing a disparity in resources, are not to be underestimated. Their ingenuity and courage are a force to be reckoned with. It stands as proof that the Philippine Coast Guard is not only steadfast in its mission, but is also equipped with leaders and sailors of exceptional capability. This was not mere chance. This was skill honed through years of training, discipline, and love of country. Beyond the strategic implications, Mr. Speaker, we must also acknowledge the sheer brilliance and, yes, the unintentional comic relief this incident provides. In a region where tensions ran high, this commander delivered a moment of levity, a powerful demonstration of the Filipino spirit that can turn a dangerous situation into an almost humorous spectacle. It's a moment that has undoubtedly brought a smile to the faces of many Filipinos, serving as a powerful morale booster and a powerful symbol of our resilience. Mr. Speaker, sa Chinese side, parang Looney Tunes or Keystone Cops na mga cartoons. Sa Filipino side, parang roadrunner na cartoons. Nakangiti po ako nung pinapanood ko, natatawa. Therefore, I stand before you today to ask that this esteemed body join me in formally commending this Philippine Coast Guard commander. I just discovered his identity, Captain Joe Mark Ange, and the entire crew of the BRP Suluan for their exemplary seamanship and unwavering dedication. Their actions are a credit to the entire Philippine Coast Guard and serve as an inspiration to every Filipino. They are a true embodiment of the courage, ingenuity, and patriotic spirit that defines our nation. Mr. Speaker, China vloggers say we are American puppets and vassals. And yet, on September 16, 1991, when our Senate, in a vote of 12 to 11, just a single vote's difference, asked the Americans to leave, they left. They respected our decision. So why does China insist on using arrogant physical force to try and intimidate us into giving up our territory? Their mentality seems to be, we are economically successful, so you must give in. It is inevitable that you will submit to us. China insists that the cause of American intervention in the region is us. Mr. Speaker, we were already rid of the Americans since 1991. It is China which has caused us to renew our alliance with the Americans again. Mr. Speaker, we must resist the Chinese pressure to occupy our territory. We must draw the line at the Scarborough Shoal, the Bajo de Masinloc. In so doing, it is this representation's prayer and determination that we shall never be subservient to China. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker, since there's no interpellators, I move to refer the speech of the Honorable Cojuangco to the Committee on Rules for its appropriate action.
Any objection? Hearing none, the speech of the Honorable Mark Cojuangco of the 2nd District of Pangasinan is hereby referred to the Committee on Rules for appropriate action. Majority Leader.
Madam Speaker,